Hi guys, Phil here, welcome back to Sim Racing Bible for another video. Today we're back in Automobilista 2 and we're going to take a look at the grassroots of motorsport, which is karting. Specifically there's going to be two types of kart we're going to look at today. The first of which is this one right here, which is the rental kart. Now the motorsport connoisseurs among you will notice that the driver is wearing an FHR device which he really doesn't need, and it won't make any difference to him anyway. But besides that small detail, this particular kart is a lot of fun. This is the kind of kart you would expect to find when you go to your local indoor kart track. You pay a nominal fee and you go on with your mates and have 15 minutes worth of time on track, and it's a lot of fun. Very, very slow in terms of karting terms. It's only got a little Honda engine on the back, so it's not particularly quick. So maximising momentum through the corners is the key with this particular kart. But great fun nonetheless, and a fantastic way to get into karting. Now the other kart that we're going to have a look at today is slightly different. It's this one here, which is pretty much the other end of the scale from the rental kart. This is a Super Kart. This one has a full 6-speed gearbox to it, about 250cc, and good for over 150 miles an hour, so it's quite the beast. And again, you can see this guy is wearing the FHR device, which he still doesn't need, but he's there anyway, just to be on the safe side. But with these two karts, because they're so wildly different in terms of speed, that got me thinking, what kind of handicap would the Super Kart need on a kart track in order to catch up the rental kart? If we gave the rental kart a head start, what kind of time deficit would we need to make up? So, let's go find out. Okay, so here we are out on track in our little rental kart. We're at the Automobilista kart circuits, which is a lot of fun to drive. A little bit more about the kart before we get going. It's got a little Honda engine which has got 28 horsepower crammed into it, so it's a real pillar of speed, but it's a lot of fun to drive. So let's go take a lap of the track and see how long it takes us to get round. So I'm going to floor it now and see what happens. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's go! And we're up to 40 kilometers an hour. Here we go. Now we're moving. This thing's so slow. On an indoor circuit, obviously, it feels a lot quicker because everything comes up at you much quicker, but on an outdoor circuit like this, a little rental kart is not the quickest thing. Now, being a kart, of course, it's only got one gear, so it's direct drive. So all you have to do is just accelerate and brake and turn. But as you can probably tell, there's a fair bit of understeer in this thing. You need a little bit of throttle to get the kart moving around the corners, especially these tight ones. But because it bogs down like it does there, you've really got to maximise your corner speed. So coming up to another hairpin here. Quick to have a brake, check it in. Back on the power. Understeer everywhere. Well, I say back on the power, back on the throttle. There's not much in the way of power. Here we go, tight hairpin coming up here now. Let's try and maximise our run off there. And because there's so little power, you can't even just chuck it in and control it on the throttle really, because it just doesn't do anything when you hit the throttle. So you just got to make sure you carry speed through the corner. Now we're really motoring up to the highest part of the road range. This first corner here's got to be flat. Here we go. Let's get a full flying lap in for you now. Flying lap. There you go. 95 k's. Hard on the brakes. Tyres squealing like mad. And all that momentum we built up, we've lost. We have to go again. There we go. Now this is the tight hairpin section coming into here. No, run wide. Oh, this is so slow. Come on. Get that curve on the inside. Keep it flat out around here, hopefully. Yep, just about. Carry the speed down here. It's a good looking circuit, the Automobilista kart circuit. Very nice views in the background. Because you have plenty of time to admire the views in this kart, because you can sit back and relax as you're going down the straights. It'll take you a while to get to the corners. There we go, flat out around the last corner. The curve, run wide a little bit, My lap time is a 1:24. Okay, so that's the rental kart. Let's see what happens when we bring out the big guns in the Super Kart. Okay, so here we are in the Super Kart. The first main obvious difference that you would have noticed from the image that we showed you at the beginning of the video is that this has complete bodywork. So it has aerodynamic bodywork all the way from the nose right the way back to a big rear wing on the rear. So there's good reason for that. It's because this kart is very, very fast and it needs a little bit of extra help to keep planted around the corners. The other main difference with this kart is that it's also a 2-stroke rather than a 4-stroke. And obviously there's the gearbox and the slight issue of the fact that there's some speed and power. So basically it's completely different. It's still a kart though, but it's, yeah, not quite a rental kart. So let's do the same test as we did with the rental. Let's hit the throttle in 3, 2, 1, now. And we're off! This thing has so much more speed. Now, these super karts are not really well suited to small kart circuits like this. They're more set up for long circuits like you would find regular cars racing on. Which means that when you take them on a small circuit like this, they're quite a handful. Because you're going up through the gears, but you're into a corner as soon as you get into second. Now this you certainly can power slide over corners. You certainly would not find this at your local indoor kart circuit, that's for sure. Not unless they wanted a lawsuit on their hands. Oh, missed that one. Okay, let's try and get a flying lap in here. Oh, off the grass. In on the brakes there. Now, speaking of brakes, this has a slightly This has a slightly different braking arrangement to the rental kart, in the fact that the rental has a disc brake on the solid rear axle, whereas this one has disc brakes on the rear axle and 2 on the front, so 1 per each wheel on the front. So it has disc brakes all around, so it has increased stopping power to match its incredible power from the engine. Because it is so lightweight, even though it's only 250 cc's. Come on, those cones. It just goes and goes. Oop! Cones are busy flying across the track. Okay, quite a scruffy lap, but it's a 56. Oh dear me, this thing's a handful. But it is so much quicker. Because you're carrying so much speed, you really got to make sure you get on the brakes in good time, otherwise you'll just overshoot corners. Or run off onto the grass like I have done. Use the throttle to turn the rear end round. On the stops, there we go. This thing is mental. They're better, that's on a 55. Right, well, you see that this thing is so much quicker than the rental kart, so what kind of a handicap do you reckon we'll need? Let's go and have a look. Okay, so we're stopped out on track. The rental kart is busy buzzing its way around somewhere, wherever it might be. Where's he gone? Okay, he's coming down the back straight now at a rapid rate of knots. I've got my stopwatch ready, so we're going to give him, I don't know, let's give him a 15-second head start, just to be fair. Okay, here he comes, ready, steady, go. Okay, so 15 seconds is on the way. It's so painful just kind of watching him drive off into the distance, knowing I've got to try and catch him up before the end of the lap. So that's 11 seconds, 12, 13, 14, 15, here we go. Let's go get him. Now, I need to make sure I keep the car on the track, otherwise I'll just completely blow my chances of catching him. It's not too bad so far. Car stop down to there, power on. Oh, there he is. I can already see him. Oh, we're going to get him easily here, I think. Come on, what have you been doing all this time? Gave you loads of time to get ahead. Sorry. Okay, maybe 15 seconds was not long enough. Let's increase that to 20. Okay, 20 seconds on the timer. Here he comes. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, 20-second timer has now started. Is 5 seconds going to be enough? I don't think it is. I think it's going to be still a little bit too easy. It's down the bottom end of the track. Going through the bottom hairpin now. Still 5 seconds left before I can go. Where is he? There he is. He's on his way back up. Oh, 20 seconds and off we go. Go girly, don't run off. Come on. So last time we caught him into the middle hairpin section here. Still don't see him. Okay, he's just coming out the other side of this section here now. Problem is we've got two very long straights where the power of the gearbox kart will really come into its own. Here he is. Gonna get him on this back straight here, aren't we? Yeah, this is it. Too easy. Okay, maybe 20 seconds is still not enough. Let's try 25. Aim for me. What is that all about? Okay, so our rental car driver was obviously mightily disappointed that we only gave him a menial 20-second head start. So let's give him 25 seconds this time and see if we can actually close the gap. Here he comes. And off we go. So what can I tell you about the gearbox kart in 25 seconds? Well, it's an absolutely insane monster of a machine. It can lap Donington Park in the same time as a Formula 3 car, so it's just absolutely insane. But it's awesome fun to drive and hard to master, so it's not one for those who are taking up karting for the first time, that's for sure. So there's 20 seconds down on our timer. Rental Kart's is coming back up towards the last section here, and off we go. That's 25 seconds. Let's go catch him. Now, really do need to make sure I keep it on the track. Down to the bottom hairpin. Get that power down. Just going through the middle section now. So we've got to make sure we get through these slower corners as fast as we can to try and close that gap. Bit slow through there, but closing on quite nicely. Where is he? Okay, he's just coming out of the hairpin, so we've got the one long straight to go. Come on, will we catch him? Oh, just about into the last corner. Big dive bomb. But we got him. Okay. 25 seconds is not long enough, so how about we up that to, I don't know, let's say 27. Give him a couple of extra seconds because he was just going into the last corner, so 27 seconds should do it. Okay, 27 seconds on the clock. Will we make it this time round? Here he comes, up to the line. Off we go. 27 seconds. I just about nailed into the last corner, so there's a short run to the line, but this kart is so quick on the acceleration that we might just pip him as we get to the line. Let's see how we get on with this. It's 15 seconds in. So we're down the bottom side of the track now. Making its way back up. It'll probably just appear around this corner on our right over here. That's 5, 6, 7. There he is there. Let's go get him. On the limit of the brakes into there, backing it in. We're up on our time, which is a good sign. Sideways through there. So it's looking good so far, but still plenty of time for me to mess this up. Just heading down the back straight. Where is he? Come on, let's pour out of there. Here he is. Oh, he's too close for me to get into there. Come on, power. We just about got him. Oh, that was close. 27 seconds head start. That's what you need if you have a Super Kart and you're trying to beat a rental kart. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, everybody. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. And also hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any other new content which is coming your way very soon. But until next time, we'll see you soon.